Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, we're going to keep the train rolling, baby.
Chugga, chugga.
I'm genuinely excited for Harry Potter number 4. Now, as I was saying, I have been doing zero research looking ahead so that I know what to expect or anything like that. The only big spoiler I know is that Batman himself, Robert Pattinson, eventually makes an appearance. I just don't know when. So, guys, I've really enjoyed the third one, and I am looking forward to number 4 a lot.
Well, first I want to thank all of you for commenting on it, like letting us know that yes, we are correct and that it is going to get darker and darker. Like we were like, wow, there's a little more dark, and it's like, well, it must be as he grows older, which it is. So that makes me can't wait to watch even more of these. I'm looking forward to Goblet of Fire as well.
My thank you to the people who have been watching is for allowing us to say Hans. And, I'm like, is it okay to watch Harry Potter movies and we're just gonna call him Hans the whole time? But I gotta agree with Quinn. Words. This is the first time I think I'm gonna say this. Words that I never thought would come out of my mouth. I can't wait to watch the next Harry Potter. Yeah. And I let you know, and you guys. You saw my reviews. The first few, I really had to drag myself through them. And then with Prisoner of Azkaban, God, how bad is that I could be, like the Sorcerer's Stone was, only okay, but then the Chamber of Secrets was really good. But Prisoner of Azkaban, that's what really wrote me in. The fact that I can do all that, that's what, now I'm all like, here we go with a Goblet of Fire. I am genuinely excited about this, and I've been thinking about it since we watched Prisoner of Azkaban. Never in a million years. Look, I thought maybe when we started watching Lord of the Rings, maybe this is something I could get into once I get going. You would have never sold me on the idea that after only 3 of the Harry Potter 10 dozen movies, I'd have been excited for the next one. Here I am, and I'm about to dive right in the Goblet of Fire. I'm going to say Hans. I think he's in this movie. I don't know. I'm on the same thing with Quinn. I don't know anything about any of these movies. And even internet spoilers that you kind of can't avoid. I think we're so far past where Harry Potter was real popular that we're not really seeing anything. So I'm going in here just completely
guns a-blazing.
Can't wait.
All right, so he's not here, so I will. Let's go!
Definitely starting off darker than the previous ones.
The Warner Brothers and the music, it definitely is hitting differently.
Yeah, this is definitely
skulls.
Well,
right off the bat, this is way more intense.
Yeah, maybe it's the one that he let out of the zoo.
I'm actually disappointed in myself that I don't know or remember what the language was that Harry used to talk to the snakes.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
guys.
the name of the language that he was doing.
Where are we?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think this is his aunt and uncle's place.
I was hoping we'd start back at the aunt and uncle's place.
They always start with comedy on that.
Why is he mad? Oh, somebody's got a light on. Shouldn't be on.
Kids playing around in the abandoned house.
These dang kids.
No, my Lord
Voldemort?
Voldemort?
He's there? Look at that little hand.
It cannot be done without him. Gather our old comrades. Send them a sign.
So does Voldemort have some new body that he's using?
I don't know. He's apparently got 2 henchmen.
Parcel tongue. There you go.
Muggle caretaker is standing just outside.
Oh,
are we gonna see him?
Avada Kedavra!
Would Voldemort just take that dude out? Okay, somebody went through puberty.
Hermione.
I was talking about Harry. I was talking about Harry.
It's about time, son.
Some of us had a bit of a sleepy start. It's Amos Diggory, everyone. And this strapping young lad must be
Hey! There he is.
Oh,
Beard.
so 100% interested
Yeah.
in this.
God, I'm such a nerd. I love it.
Why are they all standing around that manky old boot? That isn't just any
Wait,
manky
isn't
old
it
boot.
the
mate.
morning?
It's a portkey.
Wait.
Time to go.
Oh,
Don't be late.
let go, he says.
I was just kidding. Oh, could have been an easier landing.
Well, kids.
Oh, look at the stilts on
The
that
Quidditch
guy.
World Cup. Look at this.
Here we are.
Bet we're gonna see some nimble 21 Nimbus 2000s, 2100s, whatever. Some Nimbuses. Okay, so here's something I wonder. Drop a comment. Is Harry super popular at this event? Because this would be all like
Yeah.
wizards and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
wizards from all over. I
And
would
he
think.
should be known, or is he just more known at like the Hogwarts
Hogwarts.
area?
Yeah.
If it rains,
Oh, it's
you'll be the first to know. Do enjoy yourself while you can.
do with that.
You know what?
cane.
I don't like that guy.
As Minister for Magic, it gives me great pleasure to welcome
Nice
each
microphone.
and every one of you. Quidditch World Cup.
Sounds like the Irish have got their pride on.
Stop! Stop it! It's not the Irish. We've got to get out of here. Now, get back to the portkey, everybody, and stick together!
Whoa, what's happening?
What's a Death Eater?
Whoa. Okay, this got dark fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys must be ultra powerful because I assume everybody here is a wizard.
More.
This
That
guy.
was one of the guys.
Oh, Harry's still there. They didn't go back for him?
It's gonna have to have a showdown here.
That's my son! Ron! Harry, Hermione, you all right?
Going back to Harry.
What have you conjured it? Crouch, you can't. Conjured a lie! You've been discovered at the scene of the crime.
Those people tonight in the masks. They're his too, aren't they? His followers.
Death Eaters.
So that was a fun summer vacation, huh?
Yeah.
Now it's time to go back to school.
It's hurting again, isn't it?
I'm fine.
Tell
you
the
know
truth.
Sirius will want to hear about this. What you saw at the World Cup and the dream.
I'd like to make an announcement. You see, Hogwarts has been chosen Triwizard Tournament. Now, for those of you who do not know, the Triwizard Tournament brings together 3 schools. Now, let me be clear. If chosen, you stand alone. These contests are not for the faint-hearted. The lovely ladies of the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic, Madame Maxime.
Go
Every teenage boy in there is picking his jaw up off the ground right now.
Oh, look at Ron.
Did they just give us a butt shot on Harry Potter? they absolutely just did.
Well, he just said bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's one big woman.
What are we even watching? Oh, her.
Yeah, she is tall.
Oh, Hermione didn't look too happy, did
They
she?
did not.
Please greet the proud sons of Durmstrang and the High Master Igor Karkaroff.
No, are these guys all gonna be? Yup.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like the military school.
Yeah.
Oh, all the girls are gonna be
Hello,
swooning
Snape.
over these guys.
Eternal glory. That is what awaits the student who wins the Triwizard Tournament. To do this, that student must survive 3 tasks.
Oh,
Looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
them eyeballs.
Alistair Moody. The aura.
Is this T2 or what? I need your clothes, your robe, and your broom.
Stupid ceiling.
Ministry has concluded that for their own safety, no student under the age of 17 should be allowed to put forth their name for the Triwizard Tournament.
Yeah, it's a little harsh of the kids to be like
Yeah.
yelling at the minister like that.
Yeah. That looks like a goblet, and there's some fire.
Goblet of Fire. Wow, Quinn. You really nailed that one.
Out of the park.
Good job, Einstein.
Alistair Moody, ex-Auror, Ministry malcontent, and your new defense against the dark arts teacher. I am here because Dumbledore asked me. End of story. Goodbye, the end.
That eye. So this guy's been in a ton of movies too, hasn't he?
Now, the minister says you're too young to see what these curses do. I say different. You need to know what you're up against. You need to be prepared. I'm here across classrooms.
Oh, I think I liked the lying author more than this guy.
My dad did tell me about one. Imperious curse.
Oh, yeah. Your father would know all about that.
Your dad would know about that.
What is that? Like a half scorpion, half like...
Spider. Let's not do that.
Don't worry. It's completely harmless.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's on your face, Malfoy.
There's the Cruciatus curse.
Correct. Come. Crucio.
Stop it! Can't you see us bothering him? Stop it!
Perhaps you could give us the last unforgivable curse, Miss Granger. The killing curse. Only one person is known to have survived it. And he's sitting in this room.
That's our boy.
HP.
There's a reason those curses are unforgivable. To perform them in a classroom. I mean, did you see Neville's face? Neville?
You all right? Mom, we'll have a cup of tea. I want to show you something.
Just him.
Come on, Vengeance. Put it in. I am Vengeance.
They don't really introduce him at all, do they? They just all of a sudden he's just there
He's the son, yeah.
as like somebody who obviously has an important role.
You see this? This is an age line. Dumbledore drew it himself.
So? Bottoms up.
Uh-oh.
So you have to be 17. They just took a potion that aged themselves to over 17. That wouldn't change your birth date, though.
Well, I guess that means no.
Not so smart now, are ya?
Uh-oh.
You said.
These guys aren't any fun.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the guy who played Drago's kid in Creed. It's got to be Big Rob.
I'm thinking it's going to be Big Rob and Harry Potter.
The Durmstrang champion is Victor Crumb.
Okay, Harry's not old enough.
Oh, that's
They
right.
were just saying they have to wait 3 years, remember?
That's right, yep.
The champion for Beauxbatons, Fleur Delacour. The Hogwarts champion.
Here we
Cedric
go.
Diggory.
Yeah! Yeah!
Well, now we learned his name, unless we just weren't paying
Cedric.
attention.
Well, we heard Cedric, I think, before, but not his last.
Giggleby. Cedric Giggleby. Giggleby.
Gigabyte.
We now have our 3 champions. Only one will go down in history. This vessel of victory, the Triwizard Cup.
Wait, what's going on?
One more.
Harry Potter.
Told ya.
He can't
Harry
be.
Potter.
He's not 17.
I mean, we didn't see him put his name in there.
Ron doesn't seem too happy about it.
He never. When did he put his name in?
No, he didn't.
Show me the proof.
Where's the...
So he's been framed. This is bullshit. Sorry for my language. Dumbledore is angry. What is happening here? This
Somehow
guy.
Harry got selected, and nobody likes it.
Well, hopefully
Somebody
we get
put
an
his name in.
Uh,
Something's not right at Hogwarts.
Harry, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire.
Whoa!
That's one of the older students to do it for
What's
you.
going on?
Absolutely sure.
Yes, sir.
The Goblet of Fire is an exceptionally powerful magical object. Only an exceptionally powerful confront its charm could have hoodwinked it.
The rules are absolute. The Goblet of Fire constitutes a binding magical contract.
Oh, he has to do
Mr.
it.
Potter has no choice. He is, as of tonight, a Triwizard champion.
He's like, can I just forfeit? You know, take a knee, let the clock run out.
I want to know who set him up.
Something's not right here. That's what I know.
Book it.
Getting a little over invested here. I think in Harry Potter.
Just waiting for you to like lose your shit. Like, are you? It's like
This first part of the movie just was fast, nonstop.
Not Weasley, Harry Potter's stupid friend.
What's going
I
on
didn't
there?
put my name in that cup. I don't want eternal glory. I just want to be this one.
Whoa! It's just being known as
what's
sidekick.
going on here?
Yeah, he doesn't want to just be the sidekick. He's sick of it.
You know what's going on here? A lot of hormones. These
Yeah,
guys are
yeah.
14. They're going through puberty. And I think the movie's actually doing a good job of like displaying some of that stuff. It's easy for us to joke about.
It's Cedric up there, looking all proud.
I write for the Daily Prophet. Lurk beneath those rosy cheeks.
Oh, I knew a slap was coming. I knew it.
Should we start with the youngest? Lovely.
For the oak here.
Mrs. Cozy?
The
The trauma of your past that made you so keen to enter such a dangerous tournament.
No, I didn't enter.
Of course you didn't.
Oh.
We need to talk, Harry. Face to face. The bird bites.
The bird bites.
Oh, it's serious.
Oh,
Did you or did you not put your name into the Goblet of Fire? No. Hogwarts isn't safe anymore. Devils are inside the walls. Igor Karkaroff.
Who are you talking to? What? Who says I was talking to anyone? I heard voices. Maybe you're imagining things. Wouldn't be the first time.
Just go and talk to yourself. Ronald would like me to tell you that Seamus told him that Dean was told by Pavati that Hagrid's looking for you.
Is that right? What?
Please don't ask me to say it again.
Well, you can tell Ronald.
I'm not an owl!
How did you guys settle this here?
Very much getting into dynamics of, you know, young teenagers and when they have beef and how they go about solving these problems with each other.
Hagrid, have you combed your hair?
Oh,
I have.
He's got himself a flower and everything.
I thought perhaps you wanted to come in.
Oh, he likes the tall lady.
Whoa. Whoa.
Forgotten me.
Classic 12-year-old or 14-year-old reaction. What is going on here?
Oh, some kind of fire-breathing creature.
Dragons. That's the first task.
What's that? Hey, read the badge, Potter.
Could I have a word? Dragons. That's the first task. They've got one for each of us.
Come on, Sed.
Are you serious?
You're a right foul git, you know that.
A right foul git.
Yeah. Stay away from me.
Fine. He thinks he won't last 5.
I don't give a damn what your father thinks, Malfoy. And you're just pathetic.
God, Harry's got an attitude. Oh!
Oh.
A ferret!
I can tell you stories about your father that would curl even your greasy hair.
Grease.
Wow.
Never use transfiguration as a punishment.
Who's this now?
Hermione?
Harry, is that you? How are you feeling? Okay?
I don't think someone's gonna like seeing that.
You have no business here. This tent is for champions.
Oh, he's got the accent to intimidate as well. I'm telling you, he reminds me of Drago's kid. Just, you know, half a foot shorter.
If you will. The Hungarian horntail.
Oh, can't ride that thing.
These represent 4 very real dragons. Your objective is simple. Collect the egg.
Oh boy, Harry. There it is.
This reminds me of Gladiator, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's coming out.
Maximus, Maximus, Maximus.
Come on, Harry.
This is absolutely has a gladiator feel. Drop a comment below if you feel like this is right out of Gladiator. What are you pointing at me for?
It's your comment.
That is my comment. Drop a comment.
Hey, the egg is right there. Why don't you just go grab it?
Whoa!
That's why.
Oh, okay.
You wonder if he's able to use his invisibility cloak.
No, he's only got what he's got. Remember, they just gave him that and a wand.
What am I even watching? How is this even moderately okay for, like, this thing's going to smash him with its tail? I mean, of course it's not going to happen. There's like 6 more movies, but you get my point. Okay, dentist.
Come on, Harry. You took on a troll when you were like 11.
What is he riding?
Ah, you got the chain. Oh, he broke it.
Did the dragon just break the chain? It sure did.
Yes, it did.
Oh!
Oh, man, he lost his broom.
Hey.
This is not good.
Hey, maybe Harry can talk to him like he did the snake.
Oh, he's going to try to trap him in the bridge, maybe? Oh!
Whoa, what just happened?
I think he KO'd the dragon.
Oh my, what a maneuver!
There you go. Claim the egg.
The paintings.
Who wants me to open it?
He's doing the... Should I open it? Should I open it?
Should I open it up? My golden egg. Open up my golden egg.
Oh, Jesus.
Screeching.
Maybe that's for anybody who's not Harry to hear? No.
The bloody hell was that?
I reckon you have to be barking mad to put your own name in the Goblet of Fire. Took you long enough?
Whoa, he's trying to apologize, Harry.
At least I warned you about the dragons. Hagrid warned me about the dragons. I told Hermione to tell you that Seamus told me that Bavati told Dean that Hagrid was looking for you. Seamus never actually told me anything, so it was really me all along.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little sneaky there to try to help his brother out, but be low-key about it. That's the girl from the trolley.
Yeah, that's the girl from the train. Oh,
Classic.
Harry. Uh-oh.
Can't believe it. She's done it again. Miss Granger, a plain but ambitious girl, seems
Plain?
she is for famous wizards. Her latest prey, sources report, is none other than the Bulgarian bonbon Victor Crumb. No word yet on how Harry Potter's taking this latest emotional blow.
We and our guests gather in the Great Hall for a night of well-mannered frivolity. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Oh, look at you.
He has fancy shoes on.
And how are you supposed to get one on their own 2 hours?
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay, I guess that's a no from all of them.
That is you know what? He nails it.
Yeah.
The worst part of asking out a woman, 1 is the fear of rejection. 2, they're always in groups. And so it's not just a one-person rejection. It's a public rejection.
I think she likes it because she did the...
Whoa!
What?
Hey, all right. Kids movie.
Everybody's growing up.
Oh, she's... Wait a...
We're the only ones like you without dates.
Just mush.
Ants. Gonna move on, or all the good ones will be gone.
Well, Hermione, good girl.
Well spotted.
He's just wailing on him with that book.
Good girl, it's just sad.
I won't be going alone because, believe it or not, someone's asked me.
Whoa.
You like that, Weasley?
Who's this sucker? I want to know.
And I said yes.
Snooze, you lose, Weasley.
Harry,
it's very easy.
What are you doing?
Dude.
Say
There
hi.
you go. Turn around. Go.
So, I don't know if maybe you want to go to the ball with me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but someone's already asked me.
Dude,
Cedric?
it's Weasley. It's not Cedric. Watch, it's Weasley.
Don't you look? Dashing.
It's tradition. traditional that the 3 champions, well, in this case 4, are the first to dance. Surely I told you that.
No.
Oh, well, now you know. As for you, Mr. Weasley, you may proceed into the Great Hall with Miss Patil.
She's just eyeing up that outfit. She doesn't want to be left alone with Weasley. What'd I tell you?
Oh.
She's there with Big Rob. Wait, no, Harry's date is there with Big Rob. I said Hermione. Yeah, same.
No,
whatever.
she is with Crabbe, isn't she?
If you were a teenage boy when this came out, this scene, you fell in love. Didn't
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and she went with this guy.
See? I knew it.
She's all happy to be with Harry.
May I have your
leg? Oh, hot, isn't it? Victor's gone to go and get drinks.
I've watched enough 80s movies to know how this goes down.
Yeah.
Victor tries making a move on Hermione, and she's not comfortable with it, and Harry and Weasley have to step in and punch him in the face.
Or some variation of that.
Have I watched way too many 80s movies?
International magical cooperation to make friends.
I think he's got a bit more than friendship on his mind.
Ron.
Are you going to ask me to dance or not?
No.
Nah.
Wow.
Well, Ron, you're really pissing off a lot of people in this one, aren't you?
Next time there's a ball, pluck up the courage and ask me before somebody else does. And not as a last resort.
That's just completely off the point. Harry.
Where have you been? Never mind, off to bed, both of you.
They get scary when they get older.
Ron, you spoiled everything!
I did not see this coming at all.
Oh my God.
So Hermione wanted to go with Ron, but she thought she was a last resort for Ron.
Well, yeah, these two,
Ron
though.
just didn't have the courage, so he didn't ask, and Ron wasn't happy with his date. This is exactly like an 80s movie, and they made it very much this way on purpose. So the parents who took their kids to this in the theater that had their kids in 19 whatever were
there.
like, I've seen this story before.
Yeah.
Yes, the time is close now.
The task is 2 days from now.
I suppose Victor's already figured it out.
Wouldn't know, we don't actually talk about the tournament. Victor's more of a physical being. You are trying to figure this egg out, aren't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
This is such an 80s movie.
Just means these tasks are
I
designed
love
to
it.
test you. In the most brutal way, they're almost cruel. I'm scared for you.
Look, I realise I never really thanked you properly for tipping me off about those dragons.
Forget about it. I'm sure you would have done the same for me.
Exactly.
That's what I'm telling you about the egg.
You know the prefect's bathroom on the 5th floor? It's not a bad place for a bar. Just take your egg and mull things over in the hot water.
Cedric helping him out.
Is Harry Potter?
Whoa, look at that.
Harry's got some delts and abs. What?
I didn't think he was actually going to take a bath.
I was not ready for Harry Potter
Oh,
to
look at
actually have some muscle tone.
Open that egg.
Put it in the tub.
I'm definitely out of my mind.
I tried putting it in the water if I were you.
Oh, she's back.
She's back.
Long time no see.
There aren't mer people in the Black Lake, are there?
Ah, very good. We can do this. The 3 of us can figure it out.
Professor McGonagall would like to see you in her office. Not you, Potter, just Weasley and Granger.
The second task is only hours away, and
Exactly. Go. Now.
Do you know there's a wizard in Nepal who's growing gravity-resistant trees?
Neville, no offense, but I really don't care. Now, if there's a Tibetan turnip that will allow me to breathe underwater for an hour, then great.
I don't know about a turnip, but you can always use gillyweed.
Comes through again. That
Oh,
Neville.
This is his come-out party, this one. He had been, kind of a blubbering idiot the last couple.
You're sure about this, Neville?
Absolutely.
For an hour?
Well, there is some debate as to the effects of fresh water versus salt water.
You're telling me this now? Where are they, anyway?
You seem a little tense, Harry.
Do I?
What does Harry treasure? Who got taken away from the library last night to Dumbledore?
Yep. His friends.
Mm-hmm.
And web feet.
What just happened?
Oh my god! I've killed Harry Potter!
Oh!
What is going on here?
Well, you didn't think there wouldn't be any threats.
What is going on here?
Oh.
Oh, this is super creepy. What is this? Big Rob is using spells.
Yeah. Telling him to hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But he's my friend Prudden.
Oh, you can only have one? Whoa. Of course, the Russian guy's a shark. It's nobody around Harry. You can get them both. Foreshadowing.
Okay, super weird transition there.
Yeah, Harry's going to save what she treasured as well, because he's a nice guy.
Uh-oh. War off.
Oh, he's losing his gills. Come on, Harry. Get it together. Get out of there. Never had a doubt.
Not a doubt in my mind. Not for a second.
You saved her even though she wasn't yours to save. Thank you.
Weasley, you dirty dog, you.
Way to get in on some action.
He says it in French.
Personally, I think you behaved admirably.
I finished last, Hermione.
Next to last.
Congratulations, Potter. Well done, boy. I'm sure your parents would be very proud of you today, Potter.
Hooray!
Mr. Crouch?
Yeah, good call, Quinn. Something's up.
Yeah. That wasn't even him.
The tournament will not be cancelled. I will not be seen as a coward.
A true leader does what is right. Oh, Harry, do feel free to indulge in a little liquor snap in my absence. They're a wee bit sharp.
They're a bit sharp.
He's always getting bit.
Yes. Oh.
Professor.
Igor Karkaroff, you have been brought from Azkaban at your own request to present evidence to this council.
I do, sir.
And what do you wish to present?
I have names, sir. Evan Rosier. There was Rookwood. He was a spy.
Augustus Rookwood, of the Department of Mystery. In the meantime, you will be returned to Azkaban.
No! Wait! What about Snape? Severus Snape.
As the council is very much aware, I've given evidence on this matter.
I've heard about one more.
Barty Crouch!
Junior.
Ah, his son.
You find your mind a wee bit stretched.
Every time I get close to an answer, it slips away. It's maddening.
As well as I.
Potter! What's your hurry? Your performance in the Black Lake was inspiring. Really weird. Am I correct?
His delivery is just outstanding.
Know what it is? Veritas serum. 3 drops of this, and you know who himself would spill his darkest secrets. The use of it on a student is, regrettably, forbidden. However, should you ever steal from my personal stores again, my hand might just slip.
I haven't stolen anything.
Don't lie. When your little friends are brewing polyjuice potion, and believe me, I'm going to find out why.
It's like he was just getting ready to tell him off, and he shut the door on him.
It was like Harry had to take like 3 steps back too because that door was coming right into him.
Gather around. Quickly!
You'll find no dragons or creatures of the deep. Oh, find the cup if you can. You could just lose yourselves along the way.
Here's Harry. We have one of those corn mazes right on the other side of town. Jesus.
Not going that way. No, getting panicky. It's not good.
Nah, it's not a good thing. You get panicky when you're lost. Wait, what?
You think he did it, or did he just find her?
What's with his eyes?
Yeah.
Periculum!
All right. He's got to get to it, Harry.
Expelliarm! He's bewitched, Cedric!
He's doing what you do to your brother, running up the stairs. Got to get to it, Harry. It's right there. I'm sure he's probably fine.
He'll be all right.
I got a contest to win.
He's good.
Well, Cedric did help him out a lot.
Yeah. For a moment there, I thought you were going to let it get me.
For a moment, so did I.
Some game, huh?
Some game.
Let's better get moving.
Go and take it together! 2, 3!
So 1, 2, 3 touch, or 1, 2 and touch on 3. These are important things to know.
Harry, the cup is a port.
I've been here before.
Tom Riddle, yeah.
Cedric.
Oh, there he is.
What?
He whose name shall not be spoken.
Avada Kedavra! No! Cedric!
Whoa, we just lose Cedric?
What?
Taken.
Jesus, he sliced Harry's arm open.
Dark Lord shall rise.
Are we going to see full-size Voldemort? What in the world is that? Oh, there he is.
Jeez.
My wand, Wormtail. Hold out your arm. Thank you. The other arm, Wormtail.
I thought he was going to give him his hand back.
13 years it's been. Here you stand before me, confess myself disappointed. Not one of you tried to find me. Crap! Damn, nah. Not even you.
That's Malfoy. Look at the hair.
I detected any sign or whisper of your whereabouts. There were signs, my slippery friend, and more than whispers.
I assure you, my lord, I have never renounced the old ways.
Oh my God.
I have been obliged to present each day since your absence. I return. Out of fear. You have proved yourself useful these past few months, Wormtail.
So you got like a Terminator, like T-1000 hand now, or what?
Like,
you see, when dear sweet Lily Potter gave her life for her only son, she provided the ultimate protection. I could not touch him. Things have changed. I can touch you now.
oh,
I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter. I'm going to destroy you. No one will ever again question my powers. Get up!
come on, Harry. He's starting to doubt himself now.
Is he releasing the souls from that wand?
Yeah, it's almost what it seems like.
We can linger for a moment to give you some time, but only a moment. You understand?
Take my body back, will you? Take my body back to my father.
Oh, wow, he is gone. Oh, he pulled it off.
Nobody notices that dude's dead?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
He's back. He's back. Voldemort's back. Cedric, he asked me to bring his body back. I couldn't leave him.
Let me through! That's my son! My boy!
You know, they told us in the beginning that people could get
Yeah.
86 doing this contest,
Yes.
and now everybody's kind of acting all surprised and sad about it. It's like, you guys were joking about it earlier.
The cup was a
Ugh.
portkey. Someone had bewitched it.
What was he like?
Who?
The Dark Lord.
Ah! It was like I'd fallen into one of my
Uh-oh.
dreams.
Uh-oh.
I knew he was a little too excited. Oh, that's what he's been drinking. He's all out of it.
Oh, no.
Remember, Snape was saying that stuff was missing from his study or whatever.
The graveyard, were there others?
I don't think I said anything about a graveyard, Professor.
Oh, got him.
Oh, busted.
Marvelous creatures, dragons, aren't they? Do you think Neville Longbottom, the witless wonder, could have provided you with Gillyweed if I hadn't given him the book that led him straight to it?
He knew Potter was gonna...
Did you see him lick his lips?
Yeah. That's what's his name's son.
You won because I made it so, Potter. Blood that runs through these veins runs within the Dark Lord.
There's my boy.
Saving the day.
Oh, guess what? He just poured down his gullet.
Yeah. Oh, did he put him in the box?
Remember, didn't he say something like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you? When he's like, what's in the box?
Yeah.
They all just turned their backs on that other dude?
You all right, Alistair?
Sorry, Albus.
That's Moody, but then who's...
Polyjuice potion.
Now we know who's been stealing from your
see?
store, Severus.
Ultra creepy.
Yeah, that's a creepy transformation.
Barty Crouch, Jr. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. You know what this means, don't you? Lord Voldemort has returned.
Yeah, I wouldn't try doing a move on Snape.
Snape's like, just give me a reason.
Yeah.
Just give me a reason.
Cedric Diggory was, as you all know, exceptionally hard-working, infinitely fair-minded. Cedric Diggory was murdered by Lord Voldemort.
Boy, Harry looked like he had revenge on his mind during that speech.
When I was in the graveyard, there was a moment. Voldemort's wand and mine sort of connected.
You saw your parents that night, didn't you?
No spell can reawaken the dead, Harry. I trust you know that.
Dark and difficult times lie ahead. You have friends here. You're not alone.
Do you think we'll ever just have a quiet year at Hogwarts?
No.
And Ron, will he be not quite a dick next year? Or?
Promise you'll write this summer. Both of you.
I won't. You know I won't.
Boy, we are really in it now.
Oh my God, yeah.
It is kicking up into fifth gear. Voldemort's like back at full power.
All right.
Had me right from the minute they introduced Big Rob, and it never let up. Boy, you guys in the comments were not kidding when you said that it went darker and definitely took a different turn. I said it a few times in the when we're watching the movie that it feels like we almost like skipped a movie and like they really advanced really quick. And maybe it was because they brought in the other schools, the kids who were a little bit older, and it kind of had that different feel. But boy, this one, like from the second the movie started, we were just in high gear and we were going. A little bit of a let up there towards the end. We were starting to put the story together and they were kind of wrapping up the contest a little bit. But Voldemort's back at full strength now, and
he's got that hairy blood in him.
Hermione said it. If I'm saying her name wrong, I apologize. Hermione said it that nothing's going to be the same, and it won't. Harry and Voldemort are just on a collision course now, and got a feeling it's going to be a few movies until we resolve that. But man, yeah, this one had me. This was outstanding. I'm going to say 4.7 out of 5 answers.
Wow.
For me on this one.
4.7.
Yeah, this one went really dark and really. I feel like it really got into the meat of what the story really is. Like, I feel like the first two were kind of building things and setting it up. The third one kind of took you on the ride a little bit to show you what's possible. And the fourth is just, this is throwing it in your face and being like, here we go.
Well, I loved it from start to finish. Yeah, just took you right on a ride right away. I loved it. Loved the, seeing Big Rob in action, early on. Because, I mean, this is 05. This is still even like his big turn in Twilight or anything like that before he really got to be well known. So this was just introducing him to the world, so to speak. And what a great franchise to be a part of before the next one.
I was glad he didn't turn. I forgot to throw that in, but I'm glad that
he was a good guy to the end.
Cedric stayed a good guy the whole time.
Yeah.
Now he's
we did. Yeah, it just kind of sucked that he had to pass on at the end, but he helped him out to the end and even after the end to make sure that Harry could get back. And then, I knew there was something wrong with that guy. He always chugging stuff, and we thought he was just an alcoholic. But no, he was just slamming a flask. So next time if you see me doing that, it's because I'm trying to avoid shape-shifting. But just then seeing him growing and going through like the growing pains, and now like heading on into maturity, I thought that was really interesting. A great side story to tell with the whole backstory. And then you're right, Voldemort coming out now, and now he's got some of Harry's blood, and now they're going to go to fisticuffs, so that's going to intrigue me even more. I guess we're ready. When do we do the next one? So I can't wait to see the next one. So I'm going to echo yours. I'm going to say 4.7 as well on the answer scale, because this was really good from start to finish, had me in, and a great side story, I thought, for the growing up of the kids, Yeah.
Especially when the ladies arrived.
Well, I think I lost my voice a little bit yelling. I seriously did. I'm finding these movies to be a really weird dynamic that I wasn't ready for at all. And I said in our preview, I know nothing about this movie going into it. I mean, absolutely nothing. All I know is that, like, my perception is that they're supposed to be kids' movies. And even before the first one, I remember way back in my days working at Best Buy where it's like, oh, these get dark quick. And I worked from Best Buy from 03 to 07. And so, when Prisoner of Azkaban came out and when this came out, that's the time that I was working there. And it's so weird that I remember people being like, oh, it gets a little dark for kids. So I guess just this weird feeling I have for these movies is they did start as a kids movies, the first two.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Right? And now this isn't a kids movie anymore. And I feel like so many movies that we've seen for as long as there's been movies are either for this audience age, or for like
everything.
Right? I don't feel like this is an adult movie. I don't. And it's certainly not a kids movie. So I feel like there's this really, really weird dynamic that when this series started, the first one came out, they just picked like this group of kids that had like a 6-year age range, maybe even narrower, like a 4-year. Like when I think about when the first one comes out, maybe like 6 to 10-year-olds. I don't know, 6 to 11-year-olds.
Yeah, because I believe they're 10, right? Because they're 14 in this.
So about that age, and now if you're if you started off as a 6-year-old and now you're an 11-year-old, then it's not too dark, I don't think, for an 11 or a 12-year-old, but definitely too dark for like a 6-year-old. But I still don't feel like this is adult movies. I hope you guys are following along with where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes this age range, and this is who it's for, and this is who that age range, these are who this stays for.
Yeah, it just keeps moving.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to take this group of kids, if your age is 6 to 12, starting in the year 2000, this movie, or this series of movies, is just going to, like, follow you along your path. Because I still, like I said, I don't feel like it's a kid's movie. I think it was a good movie as far as the lessons and stuff. It's not a movie where I would necessarily go and enjoy it as an adult. I don't, like I said, I'll say it again, reiterate what I said in earlier movies. I enjoyed this more than the first two. I still don't enjoy it like I would a Lord of the Rings. But Lord of the Rings is like, if you're probably about 12 or 13, I think you're old enough to watch it. Definitely not, my brother let his kids watch it at like 5, But then for everybody, right? Yeah. Where again, I don't feel like this is for kids anymore, but I don't feel like it's an adult movie. So it's like, and I think it's really like cool. Like I'm not complaining. No, it's just like I trust with them. That's exactly it. It's like the story, and it's like this. It's like my mind is like blowing up that this story is evolving like with this group of kids. And if you were in that age group where you're about, like if you were the exact same age as these kids as this stuff was happening, like they were talking about, like I could laugh and we could all laugh at the puberty stuff and be nervous to ask kids to dance. And any adult can laugh at that because you remember going through it, when you were younger. But like these kids were living it. I just think there's this mind-blowing dynamic that I think is like off the charts awesome about these movies, is that they're meant for this group of kids and it's following them. Yeah. And I think that's wild because I would have never thought about it as movies. You think about like series of movies and they're just sequel after sequel after sequel, and you shoot for an audience that's between this age and this age. Like, we did Ghostbusters. Yeah. If you're 10, you can enjoy Ghostbusters. If you're 50, you can enjoy Ghostbusters. But it doesn't like, it's not like meant for an age range. And when we look at like G-rated movies, they're meant for whether, The Lion King came out in 94. Granted, everybody can watch it, but it's meant for this age range. Then 20 years later, it's still the same age range. And I just, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record here, but I'm so just enthralled and just sucked in by like the idea that this is taking this age range and saying these movies are for you.
You're gonna grow up with them.
And you're gonna grow up with this.
And we're born from this year to that year. It's only really I don't want to say only, but it's
for you. It's for you guys, and it's like, and and now in the because kids now, right? And I know this is a long review, but I think these movies deserve it. Like I think these are. Like I would have never expected to like have my head like this invested in these movies, but I think it's weird now. I don't even think kids now, because a kid now could watch this movie, the first one, right? And then a week later watch the second one, and a week later watch the third one. And the kids watching it now, you're not aging with those kids. Exactly. If a kid had a boring week on a vacation, where
you could knock all
it's raining or whatever, and you're on vacation and it's a boring week and you're stuck inside with a tablet, you could and if you started watching it, let's say a 7-year-old watched the first two, these are great. By the time you got to the fourth one, parents are like taking your tablet away, right? And if you were like if you're like a 17-year-old who started watching it, I can imagine a 17-year-old watching the first one and being like, oh, this isn't for me. So I thought it was a great movie. Again, as far as lessons, I'll be perfectly honest, I have a harder time getting into it because I still have this mindset like they're kids movies, but kind of getting into, at least this is how I interpret it. And I know there's going to be other people who are older that are probably going to tell me I'm wrong and that these are movies for everybody, but I really feel like these movies targeted this age group and grew with this age group.
At that moment in time.
Which I think is absolutely incredible because I don't know. The closest thing that I can think to that is like certain TV shows where the characters aged and you had, season 1 through whatever, and you were literally aging with people your age. And then when the TV show's done, it's done. But I don't know that movies have done that. So I know this is really long-winded, but again, I just feel like there's so much dynamic to these movies that like, if I'm going to tell you how I really feel, I can't even, and I think it's great. Like, again, I'm just like, at these movies, just with all the things going on. The short version of everything I just said. Again, another home run as far as teaching good lessons, especially at the very end. I mean, they summed up the whole movie in so many things in life with doing the right thing isn't always going to be the easy thing. And that reigns true whether you're 10 years old or whether you're 40 years old. And, this movie came out in 2005, and this is a sentiment that, you could pop that quote on Instagram tomorrow and you'd get a bazillion likes because people would be like, it's so true. From an entertainment standpoint, I'm gonna say probably like a 4 again. I think it's a really good movie. I'm not personally like super entertained by this style of movie yet, but I'm like I'm appreciative and like I think it's just wild. And I'm usually, you guys have watched our reactions. I'm usually pretty articulate. My work that I do is writing and talking and stuff like that, and I'm having a hard time just really. That's why I'm just rambling, and I know I'm gonna get yelled at, but it's just right. But it's just so like we're gonna take this story and it's just gonna grow with these kids, and I feel like if you were a kid growing with this, it had to be just the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, I think that explains what you know, we all saw it. I mean, I remember seeing it on the news. People lined up outside bookstores, people lined up outside movie theaters, and I think that's why, is because these movies were written for, let's just call it a generation of people, and it just grew with them, and that's why I think there was so much fandom and just love and support and excitement for these movies, because it was literally for this generation of people. And yeah, you nailed it with that.
And knowing that the next one probably is going to be entertaining, but still not necessarily like in my chosen wheelhouse. I'm already like, I gotta see what happens next.
Oh yeah,
I gotta see what happens next.
Yep.
So these movies have sucked me in as much as I could imagine a movie sucking me in, and and especially getting this far right. You know, there's 8 movies. What other 7 or 8 movies? Then there's the more recent ones. What other franchise can put out that many movies, or has put out that many movies, and kept you like that involved with a story? You guys know we love our Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
That's as much like what cars are they going to have? What like crazy
Yeah,
wild, what crazy wild over the top action stuff? Are they going to send a Fiero to space?
Who's coming back?
But these movies, it's like you have so many movies, but it's an actual just story with so much substance. And God, I said it in the beginning, can't believe I am this like excited about Harry Potter, but I am, and I cannot wait for the next one.
No, man, I think we both echo everything you said.
I'm here wearing a Rambo shirt.
John Jay?
I need more Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's been a great so far. We can't wait to continue our enthusiasm in watching these movies and watching them with you. Thank you all for joining us. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. Good night, pals.